is she doing here? Won't take long for a patrol to show up. I better get... There you go. Looks like she's waking up.
Did you really think you could kill my master and get away with it? After running away with your tail between your legs? You thought a weak woman would never come after you, didn't you?
Mary. Like you said, your master didn't give us a choice. You're exhausted and really worked up.
I feel weak. But when I got here, I was full of anger and power. What has happened to me?
You had an overload you couldn't get rid of. Young technomancers are almost never told about things like that. It makes it harder for them to escape. You were alone, and all that power took over. Now you're empty. You should rest.
I feel awful. Like I've been ripped to shreds inside.
The overload was too strong. You need help. I'll go find some medicine so you can recover. Here, take this. It'll prevent any internal bleeding and get you back on your feet.
I should thank you, shouldn't I? If I join you, will you teach me to control the overload?
I could teach you how to do that, yeah. Some people even learn to use the overload without suffering too much from its effects.
Are you going to sleep with me? Sean did.
Why not? You owe me. Especially since, without me, you wouldn't last long before the Source saw you.
If it means I'll survive, then you can do what you want with me. Hello, Roy.
Come with me. I'd like to...
It would be a pleasure. I prefer it. Roy, can I do something for...
Can you, leave for a bit?
I understand.
I'd prefer you stay. I was wondering... You don't want to change what you're wearing? You're dressed as ripped as...
This dress reminds me of who I am. It's a testimony of my shredded past. I've lost so much, dude. Today, I am what I am. A pariah.
That's a stupid and juvenile reaction. You put it...
That may be true, but I will keep my dress.
All right, What are the Abundance Technomancers like? Do they have the same step?
I don't know much about it. But from what I saw, the people are afraid of them, just like here. Even though they'll never be allowed to hold the highest offices. But they're in the army. They're officers. They are not allowed to form cliques or teams. A master is simply allowed an apprentice, nothing more. They're primarily a military unit, for the battlefield, nothing more.
Why did you take the risk of following me? You would have kept your status and rank with Abundance.
I was so angry, livid with rage. Now I see that he was using me. But how was I to know that then?
You said he saved you?
Yes, I'm sorry.
I want to tell you something. I was wondering. I want to tell you. No, let's go.
Mr. Temperance, I'm Devotion. General Honor Grant sent me. He'd like to talk to you.
Strange kind of invitation, seeing how they're looking for me.
I thought I had observed all the formalities. Please forgive me. If you fear for your life, please understand that the General does not currently wish you any harm.
Now that's a relief.
I believe so. On the other hand, I am only following the orders I've been given. Given your current, situation,
You sure got the right name, don't you? Devoted.
And me?
I think you can come too. We didn't know Mr. Temperance had a companion. That explains why the invitation didn't mention you.
I think I'd like to go.
Okay, let's go together then.
The General's waiting for you in his quarters. Once again.
You won't escape us this time, scumbag. We know where you're going.
I gotta leave this city pretty quick.
Yes, what do you want?
The name's Roy. Roy Temperance. I have a meeting with General Honor Grant. I was told to come here.
Yes, you can enter.
expecting me, I think.
I am. Good to meet you.
Really? Mind telling me what you want from me?
I have heard you are being hunted as a renegade. Rest assured, I have no intention of giving you up to the Source. To be perfectly frank, I'll admit I'm not very fond of them. And they feel the same way about me. But I'm high enough up the ranks that they can't do much against me, or those who work for me.
Ah, I think I'm starting to see what you're getting at.
All right, listen. I'm trying to understand how they got so powerful. I am worried. So I decided to put together a group of people to find out. You already know Devotion. She's my eyes and sometimes my hand. I'd like you to join her in the group, but I'm sure you have questions.
I have one. You say you never liked technomancers, yet you ask Roy for help.
I know how to tell the difference between the technomancers from the Source and a renegade, girl. And even if you obviously have the same skills and are a bit disturbed, you'll understand that I'm not worried about you betraying me. Neither of you will find the Source and reveal the existence of my little group. And both your skills and knowledge of the enemy will be useful to me. More questions?
You're in the government, you work with the Technomancers, and you're best friends with your Dowser wisdom. Why in hell would I join a group under the thumb of corrupt and murdering people, huh?
General, let me make him eat his words.
No, Devotion. It's a good question. I put up with the Technoman. I suppose you're referring to the disappearances in the militia. And as for the corruption, I think you're mistaken. You're being hunted, tracked by the Technomancers, as you know. If you have my protection...
Why not help the Resistance if you want to go against the Technomancers? After all, they have pretty much the same goal.
Allow me to tell you that that is as credible and inoffensive as what we are faced with from your former colleagues. Chaos. And in a few months, an invasion by the neighboring guilds. I did not win the war against Abundance to see my guild devoured so soon after my victory.
I know you're a friend of wisdom. This group kind of looks like treason to me.
You are mistaken. It is, on the contrary, my duty to protect my friend and Dowser. I don't know how they've managed to convince him to give them so much power. Just like me, that's why they didn't have that much power before. But they are gaining strength, and I have to protect Aurora.
And Devotion? You make her sound like your crony.
The General told you, I am his eyes and hands when they're...
You can trust her as much as me, as long as you don't betray me.
I'm sure you understand it's not the kind of decision.
I understand. And I have to admit that I find that reassuring in a way.
Thanks.
Goodbye, Roy. But don't forget, if you have even the slightest feeling for Aurora,
Surprise. Attack!
Tenacity.
I gotta admit, I wouldn't come to say hi if I wasn't getting paid a bonus. Nice electric guy came to ask me to kill me. And you know me, I'm real obliged when I can pay.
If you think I'm just gonna let you
Fuck, you're even better than I remembered. I must be starting to get rusty. I'm too old for this business.
You've known me for ages. Why'd you accept this job?
You know me too. I'm not the kind to do something for sentimental reasons. I was always a bastard. Just ask Charity. must have had an unhappy childhood, but I'm always practical.
You got yourself in it,
It's true. Listen, I think the only way I can get out of this is by working for you.
You really think that after what you just did, I'm gonna hire?
Keep dreaming. But you know I won't have a choice anyway. I'll have to stick to you like glue and take part in the fight. No,
He's pretty disgusting and doesn't seem very honest, but I like the way.
listen to the chick. She walks around half naked.
All right, but I don't really know why I'm doing this.
You're really a great guy. You ever get the impression that you're kind of...
What do you mean?
all those...
Come on, follow me. I need your help.
no way.
So you on the same side then?
Roy kicked my ass, and you know me. Only thing I could do was offer my service.
And above all, have a chance of surviving after fucking up your contract.
True.
I suppose I should thank you, Roy. That scum would have killed me if you...
I wasn't about to lose my best source of information.
Don't be so cynical.
Yeah, all right.
Hello, Roy. Can
Come with me.
It would be a pleasure.
Roy, you shouldn't let your friend walk around dressed like that.
Don't be angry with him, madam.
Cute, but not all there, huh? What do you two want?
You said to drop by.
Yeah, it's true. Knowing that son of a bitch tenacity, I'd still be there. Listen, while we're on the subject, the kid, Innocence, came by while I was out. He told the bouncer that he'll want you with him. It's a Technomancer convoy, if I understood, right? You should maybe...
Why do you worry so much about that child? Is he your apprentice?
No, I met him in the camp. He was lost and in real trouble. We escaped together. I guess that made us get closer to each other.
I see. Even if I don't really understand why you're doing all this for him. You're taking a lot of risks just for someone you escaped with. Are you sleeping with him?
Mary, not every human relationship is about sleeping with people. You can appreciate someone without doing that, especially with a kid.
Does that mean no?
Fuck yeah, that means no. Hey,
Hi, what?
I heard the Resistance is planning to attack a Technomancer convoy.
You know, I don't actually follow their every move with bated breath.
The kid must have thought his parents might be in there. But it reeks of a suit.
Wasn't supposed to overhear their discussion, but I know where the attack took place. I can t-
All right, I'm with you.
I don't remember. I mean, I didn't think the Technomancers looked after prisoner transport. How did the boy get mixed up in all that?
The Technomancers gained power at the end of the war. That's what he does. He's trying to understand what happened to his parents, and he's also pretty idealistic. He believes in the Resistance.
How can you believe in people who don't even have any special powers? He's gotta be really naive.
Maybe.
Your idea of secret defenses.
Got one! Roy! Hey! Innocents! Innocents! Innocents!
Shit, Charity. It was a disaster. The kid was arrested.
I'm sorry, Roy. He seemed like a real nice...
You got a lot of good...
Some young person came here. And there's also someone sniffing around your place. A girl works for the gym.
That'd be Devotion. She's his right hand.
My poor Roy. You have to decide. You're going to need allies if you want to help the boy. And scenes I doubt the Resistance can put up. You should go talk to the two women. See what they say.
The lady's right, Roy. We need allies. Especially with all these people after us.
The lady's always right, Sugar. Go find the two girls. You'll...
Roy! I'm happy to see you. Even if Marco doesn't agree, I know we'll need you.
Like you needed innocence.
Please, hear me out. You can't imagine how sorry I am about his arrest, but he wanted to take part in the attack. I think maybe we can help him escape when they decide to execute him. With your help, I'm sure we can do it. You know how important our ideas are to him. Marco didn't welcome you right, and he's still suspicious of you, but he's not the only one who makes decisions around here. Let's save him together, and then you can join us. We'll leave for Green Hope as soon as we free him. We hope we can weaken the Technomancers there.
That girl looks like she really believes what she's saying. But who is she?
That's Judy, one of the leaders of the Resistance. They're the people who are fighting against the politics here, and especially against the omnipotence of the Technomancers.
But you're one, and so am I. Do they hate us? Maybe we should say no. Once they've used us, they'll surely kill us.
I swear that won't happen. You're not like the ones who rule us. We're crushing the people of Aurora.
All right, I'll join you if you do everything you can to get Innocence out.
Thank you, Roy. Here, Innocence left his diary at the HQ. I think he'd prefer you to have it. There must be a way to stop them. We've got to get him out of there.
Judy, we tried everything. We even thought about an all-out attack, but look at that. Those bastards have a machine gun. They must know we're here.
We can't just stand here.
We never thought they'd bring out something like that. The second we get in the yard, we're dead meat. That's exactly what they're expecting. I'm sorry.
Fire!
So pick up your blades and sharpen your courage until they know defeat.
I've read this diary that Innocence kept, which Judy's given to me. Everything he went through since he got to camp is in it. Because even if he's dead, a hero and a martyr, the story is far from over. He talked about the people he met, what we did. He even wrote whole pages on what I did since he started following Marco. I knew the Resistance had good sources, but I didn't think he'd hear about me helping the craftsman clean out his workshop. Nor that Mary and Tenacity were with me now. In fact, I was a bit embarrassed to realize that I was the hero of the book. Maybe that's why I feel kind of obliged to keep it going. Because even if he's dead, a hero and a martyr, the story is far from over. We're here. Greenhope. You know, it's not that different from what I've seen in other places. The dusty old hydroponics farm, crumbling under the wind and the war. When you think of everyone who died here for this. What a miserable place. The name hardly reflects its condition.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. Lots of people died here, taking it or defending it. It was a real slaughterhouse. But we can't stay here. Marco's waiting for us in the eastern part of the town. We have to move.